Hi.
Hey. Alright, so I usually talk in these videos because
You think these
Do you want
okay.
to talk?
Go ahead.
God.
The question is, this is the second time we've done this, by the way. So I'm kind of just like, I'm tired and
Ready for bed.
So here's the deal.
Gotta
The
work
question
out
is,
tomorrow.
what do you do when you're craving food? Do you cave, or what do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
This is what you do. This is what I do. If I'm craving something, which I don't crave things very much, but I do have a sweet tooth. There's stuff sitting around the house that's sweet. You know, I'm pretty much the only one in my family who eats like I do. My family doesn't eat like totally unhealthy, but you know what I mean. We're extremists. We're really extreme on the things we do. Crystal's crazier than I am. But
I research.
here's what I do. First of all, I don't eat anything sweet and crappy before I go to bed. And if
What are you
you're
trying to say? I just had cereal. You're like, I don't eat sweet or crappy. And then we just found out about the
I don't eat any carbs before bed. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't eat
Carbs
anything
after
sweet
8.
and crappy. And I don't eat anything like that at all, really. If I get a craving, I go eat something healthy, and that usually takes the craving away, kind of fills the pit in my stomach, puts a message to my brain that, hey, I'm intaking something, and it usually goes away. If that doesn't work for you, I don't know. That's just what I do, and it works for me. Okay, I'm not a doctor, or not a doctor. I'm not a professional, so I don't really know like the actual way that works for everybody, but that works for me. It helps me. I would suggest drinking a juice or something with, a natural juice, getting like a juicer or something and making your own juice, or just buying regular juice at the store. Try to get it as natural as possible because there's going to be added sugar in it, but it's not going to set on your stomach like something actually sweet, and that might take care of the sweet craving that you're having if it's a sweet craving.
And juices are good because they get into your system within 15 minutes of drinking it, versus food that you eat can take hours before you get any nutritional value from them. That's why it's important to juice your food, because that has the most nutrient. You know where it's from. If you get it organic or you grow it yourself, but you know where it's from, and it's a lot better for you to juice it because it's not in a factory, it's not going through a bunch of process, and not a lot of hands are touching it, so on and so forth. So I would recommend juicing if at all possible. You can get cheap juicers. Probably the best juicer anybody could buy is a Norwalk, but those are pretty high in price. But I would say it would be worth the money to spend if you ever do come about that. But yeah, so
I tell you what helps my
what about
fix.
salty things?
Salty things. Tell you what helps my fix. What do you mean, like chips?
Yeah. Because, like, typically when you eat healthy, you don't really get to eat chips.
Yeah,
That's why we
chips
made
are-
kale chips the other night.
Chips are kind of one of those things that you don't need. If you're going to get chips, you need to make it organic, like corn chips or something, without any salt. And get organic salsa or something all natural or something like that. Then they're not too bad for you. But the problem with chips is that you go for the whole bag and then they're just like addicting, right?
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't really stop the craving because then you want to do it again.
Yeah, you want to do it more and more.
And again.
But here's what really helps my curb or my craving is something that's high in protein but is also still sweet. If you, I don't know, maybe you get some organic peanut butter, some honey, mix it up with some bananas or something, no bread. It's really good. It's really sweet, and it really satisfies that. Sometimes I do that before bed, or most of the time I just eat some cottage cheese, which has casein in it, which is a slow digestive protein, which is good to eat before bed. So when you go on your fast at night when you're not eating anything, your body won't go into starvation mode. But that's a whole nother video. But for salty food, I really don't know unless you want to go jump in like the Atlantic Ocean and drink all you want. It's a good idea.
I recommend that. That'd be high on gas.
Yeah, it would be.
I'd just eat a bag of potato chips.
There you go, folks.
And run 10 miles.
Don't follow any of our advice. Just eat all you want.
But
yeah, and we're not doctors, by the way, so we obviously don't know what we're talking about.
But
you know, we don't have muscles or anything.
Okay.
I sure as heck don't.
I'm not doing this again.
It's ridiculous that you guys don't think we know a thing.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Google. Anyways, I can say like if I crave something sweet, I haven't fully gave like cereal away because if I'm craving, I haven't ate like sugar or anything like a Snickers bar in probably 5 years. I don't know. It's been a long time. But when I do feel like I want something sweet, I've been getting cereal up at Target, and I'm kind of in the middle of like researching the farm that it comes from, so I'll post about that later. But anyways, I do eat that cereal when I'm craving something sweet, and then when I'm craving something salty, like tonight we had vegetarian burritos, which was just like brown rice and a Mexican style like corn, black beans, red pepper, onion,
sea salt. Get your sea salt
or Himalayan salt.
Or Himalayan salt.
Suzanne's and Joplin has different varieties of salts that you can choose from that are healthy. Also, so like I'll do a burrito and then I'll put some hot sauce on it. She's so good at sleep, like while we're doing this. But I just kind of try to think of like the healthiest things. Now we do have organic chips and
corn chips. Make sure they're corn chips with the most basic ingredients. If you look on there and it's got like, you know, all this starch crap and stuff, you know, you just want to make sure it's got like at the most like 4 ingredients to it, okay? You want to make sure it came straight from the freaking corn, alright? And not like, you want to make sure they taste as bland, and, you know, you don't want to be able to eat the whole bag without any salsa. Get your flavoring from the salsa. Don't just...
Or make your own salsa at home.
Or make your own...
That.
Yeah. It's just unbelievable.
Grow your own garden.
Grow your own garden.
We're in the process of doing that.
But, you know, we're not doctors.
You've already said that. You've said that like twice.
We're not doctors here. You know, we don't work out every day. We don't eat the best. We eat donuts, and that's how we get in shape.
No, we don't.
That's not how we do it.
I mainly research a lot. Like.
Same here. She researches more than me.
I try to find out the best thing for my family. I want my daughter to have, like, immaculate health growing up. Like, she's so falling asleep right now.
Her daughter can lift an 8-pound weight. I've seen guys who can't lift 8-pound weights.
It's not like I make her lift weights. She picks them up sometimes. But
yeah.
Anyways, that's beyond the point. Like, I just want her to be healthy, and she never has to go to the doctor. We don't have any problems. Like, it's just a totally different way of living. And if you start researching food and stuff, you start realizing how corrupt, like, the whole thing really is, and how much we're, like, really not in control of what we're eating. We're almost forced to eat badly, so we, like, eat badly, and then we're basically putting money into the pharmaceutical industry by the way we eat. It's like, it's a crazy cycle, and it's all, like, crazy government, and it's all just nuts.
It's all in your head. It's all
But
mind over matter. You know, it's self-control.
she's tired.
Self-control.
It's late, and I'm tired. But we just wanted to let you guys know. Oh, we did watch that movie tonight. Fast Food Nation.
Yep.
Did we ever talk about that? That was in the first one.
That was in the first one.
Yeah. We did watch that movie. It is rated R, so I wouldn't recommend like certain age groups to watch it because it is kind of like they have got some nasty parts in it. We had to get through a lot of the parts like a couple times in the movie because it just wasn't appropriate. But it's a education wise, like it's pretty good to let you know what's going on. Like what they're how they're treating the animals is just absolutely disgusting, and that they get away with that, and the way that they treat the people at the factories is sick. It's just do I make faces when you're talking? No, I didn't think so. But anyways,
Yeah, that's about it. That's all we want to say.
yeah, that's it.
So peace up, A-Town down.